Hi guys, back again with me Austin from A Boy at Heart. Today I'm going to share to you my experience on Hasbro Star Wars the Black Series 6-inch scale file Vandor-1 figure. I'm not sure why Vandor-1 is there. It's probably because of copyright or something like that, but this is based on a character from Solo, a Star Wars story. Right, so before we see the figure, let's take a look at the packaging real quick here. This is the standard Black Series packaging that we have seen for quite a while now, with the Black Series up here, open window, the artwork at the front, and then the name of the character file. This is number 71. Alright, and the most important I think is the bio at the back, which let me focus here. If you want to read it, then please pause now. Alright. Okay, so that's pretty much it, and let's take a look at the figure itself. Okay, here's Fall up close. Let's compare her to our image reference. I think this figure is the definitive version of this character. And you know what, although you may not like the movie, but I think Star Wars a lot of times presented a cool design of character, which in time when it's released into action figure form is always appreciated by me, because it looks really nice with all small details here and there, which is cool. Okay, so I like the photoreal technology here. The face is really nice. You can see some sort of makeup blast on the cheek there. You know, nice photoreal technology with the eyes, with the lips. Cool paint. I like the mold on her hair as well. And then I also like this part, this furry part here. It's kind of a little bit rubbery. It's all molded here. The goggles here is, I don't think it's detachable. I wish we can use it to wear it on her, but it's not. This part is kind of transparent though, really nice. Other than that, it's solid. Well, I do like the design of the character, but in action figure form we want the articulation to be as good as it can be, and also want to have the figure to last. But in this character, in this figure, I see a lot of cabling here and there, which kind of scared me a little bit. See, all across the suit, the arm, and to the device on the back here, and also this one, it attaches to the arms, right? Well, I like the details, the metallic details, and the colors, the transparent colors that they use. I'm not sure whether this material will last. Hopefully I don't overplay with it. I don't overpose her, so it will still be in touch for a long time. Okay, but it's a really nice design. This is kind of rubbery. We'll see whether it will affect the articulation later on. But yeah, it's everywhere. See, this part is also detachable. This part of it is not detachable. It's a separate part which is kind of molded to this thing on her arms. But yeah, this one is also see, there's a gap there. This one also. The one on some sort of, not sure what to say, this one is kind of rubbery and more elastic, so probably not really affecting the articulation. This part, this red linings here also is a separate part, which kind of molded to this portion here as well, or glued on. Okay, and then also this brownish part which attaches to the belt there. I like the mold again, and the paint, the design is also kind of detachable. Not detachable, it's a separate part which is not glued or molded, so we'll see how it will affect the articulation later. Or there's a little bit of details on the two fingers here and here on the glove, same here as well, I think. Yep, there is the metallic part over there. Alright, yeah, I'm just a bit scared with this. Hopefully they will last and will not break due to the articulation. Alright, let's see what's behind here. Nothing much. The black paints all over, the black and down there to the shoes. Alright, that's pretty much it. Just to add on a little bit also, that it turns out this portion on the arm, this metallic device is actually not glued, which you can see that all the cables here, the red transparent cable is moving along the kind of metallic bracelet on the arm, and the one on the right attaches to 3 sides of cable, so the one here, the one here, and the one on the back with the slightly bigger metallic hose or cable. Okay, just to bear in mind. For the articulation, the head is on a dumbbell joint. As you can see, there's no hinge here, so it's using ball to the ball, ball joint to a ball joint. So you can turn around 360. You have very nice motion like that, and downward, upward, that much. All right. The arms here is, as usual, is a ball hinge joint, so this much upward, careful with the cables, this much upwards on the right actually is okay for an action figure. But you can see here that the part of the red cables here and there is kind of stretched a little bit, so be careful. Of course, we are supposed to be able to turn it around 360, but because of the red cable, be careful when you move, and this cable as well, be careful when you move it, right? Especially the one on the right here. Okay, now the bicep, you can bend this much. The cable doesn't really affect the articulation, but you know, I'm always kind of scared with this bend of the cable here. Hopefully it will last. Woo. And then you can, okay, you're supposed to be able to turn it around 360, but because of the cable again, that's pretty much the extent to it. Oh, this one also. Okay, so be careful, don't overextend, don't overbend, don't turn around too much. And then this one is safe, of course. You can turn it around 360 with a hinge. This much downward, this much upward. Let's see this part. You have a hinge there. This much, a bit tight, but it's doable. Downward, it will help with the shooting position, surely. And okay, this much upward. Anyway, the hinge is there, so yeah. On this part, just below the chest, there's a, what do you call that, ball joint as well. You can bend her not much this downward, that much upward, side to side. Of course, you can turn it around 360. What else? Let me see. Okay, we go straight to the leg. Okay, fortunately half down here is much better. Nothing hinders the articulation. You can split up this much. You can kick this much to the front. You can, okay, I think that's pretty much to the back. Same here, but it's okay. Right, still okay. You have rotation up here. Alright, and it's alright as well. You can turn it around 360, so that's good. You can bend the, sorry, you can bend the knee. Ooh. You can bend the knee this much. It's a double jointed knee. Alright, not bad. And then we have okay, you can move it down this much on the ankle, this much outward, and rock her ankle. Awesome. So by body mold, actually it has, sorry, by the articulation that's being provided is actually very nice. It's just that these cablings, this all these devices which hinders, so be careful with when you're playing or posing with her. For her accessory, we are being given this blaster, which is nice. I think it's not painted all metal gray, but a bit of, what do you call that, brownish wooden color here and there, which is nice. And it's solid, it's not that rubbery. It looks like a kind of small futuristic shotgun to me. Anyway, it comes with a trigger hole. Now let's try to put in on her right palm, because the trigger hand is on the right. So I think the handle is here is a little bit too big for the arm. On one side is it will fit very tightly, but on the long in the long time, I'm not sure how the grip will hold, because it might loosen up. Anyway, the trigger hole, the trigger finger fits nicely to the trigger hole like that. It's very easy to use, and it holds very nicely as well. You can somewhat also pose her to do a two-hand shooting position, which I'm going to do now. Okay, it's not the prettiest shooting position that we can have, but we can do it with this figure like that. Not too bad. It's not a sniping position, but yeah, just think of it like a small sort of shotgun in futuristic form, and we're all set. Fortunately, there's no holster on her belt here, which allows us to store her gun. And to be honest with you, I don't want to pose her gripping this blaster daily, because I'm afraid that the grip will loosen up. I thought that we might be able to slip it on this part of her, what do you call it, not sure, belt, but it's simply too tight, and fortunately it's not really doable. Okay, the gun is too thick for it, but anyway, it's still a very nice working accessory that we have been given. She stands for roughly to the top of her hair 5.5 inch, or around 14 centimeters. Okay, let's compare her to several other figures. This is compared to Moloch. I like that because I like the fact that she's shorter than 6 inch, because she's a female character, which is based on the actual character in the movie. This is compared to the old Black Series Stormtrooper. Right. This is compared to the Death Trooper. This is compared to the Range Trooper, which is based on the same movie. Oops. And then, oops, also this is side by side with Rio, which is one of her companion, along with Tobias. Okay, Rio supposed to be shorter than everybody. Overall, I really like the figure. I like the mold here and there. I like the face photoreal technology. Of course, the cablings on the body, all the cablings are very you have to be careful with them when you're playing, when you're posing with them, with her, so be careful. But other than that, of course, I would love to have a holster for her blaster. Fortunately, we don't have that, but it's okay. But I like the proportion of the figure actually, and the posability is very nice. It's just because of the molded cable, the glued on cables, so be careful with that. Anyway, thanks guys for watching until the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, don't forget to turn on your notification bell. You can share also, and you can catch up with me on Instagram if you want to chat more about action figures. Ciao.